A quick search on Google, the world's biggest search engine, reveals that the Dangote Refinery is owned by Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote. But how easy is it for the everyday Nigerian to believe this, considering its current price of selling petrol to its sole off-taker, the NNPCL? Despite the coming in of what may be described as the world's largest single-train refinery and Africa's largest, various contradictions has accompanied the Dangote Refinery's kick-off as a business in the Nigerian petroleum sector, further fueling these issues of skepticism. That the Dangote Refinery operates in a free trade zone, where it is exempted from paying tax to the government, in stark contrast to the fact that the petroleum products from the refinery is being sold in foreign currency instead of the naira to Nigerians, is another issue of great concern. Investigative journalists have also drawn attention to the company name Dangote Oil Refining Company, appearing on the website of the IIB Development Group as a subsidiary of the DC-based International Financial Corporation, making many to wonder if this is not another neo-colonialist strategy to exploit the oil-rich nation. And could this be the reason why, despite the coming in of the Dangote Refinery, not much has changed for the everyday Nigerian in terms of petrol availability and affordability? Welcome to Politics and Power Play. The Dangote Refinery, reputed as the largest in Africa, has become a symbol of industrialization and economic ambition in Nigeria. Public perception credits this massive project to the entrepreneurial prowess of Aliko Dangote, Africa's richest man. However, there is growing skepticism about the true ownership and control of this monumental assets. Several sources, including mentions of the IIB Development Group, an American DC-based international financial corporation, and critical industry observations, suggest that Dangote may not be the sole proprietor, and the refinery may be part of a complex ownership structure that includes international stakeholders. This has led to critics raising concerns about the refinery's monopolistic practices while highlighting its limited impact on Nigeria's petrol affordability. IIB Development Group, a multinational financial entity, is reported to be significantly involved in various global infrastructure and industrial projects, including partnerships in Africa. Although official documents do not explicitly list the Dangote Refinery as a project under IIB's direct funding, their extensive involvement in similar large-scale developments across the continent raises eyebrows. Also, the appearance of Dangote Oil as a subsidiary, as confirmed on the IIB website, further calls for questioning. The structure of IIB's operations suggests that many large African projects, including those seemingly attributed to local figures, often have substantial foreign backing. This is in line with IIB's mission to fund and support international projects that drive socio-economic growth. Given the scale of the refinery, it is plausible that foreign capital, such as those from the IIB or similar institutions, could be backing the project under the guise of Dangote's name, allowing for a perception of local ownership while the true financial control lies elsewhere. While this kind of an arrangement is typical and quite normal of most businesses, it fails to tackle a major concern, which is the cost of petrol produced at the refinery, which has been considered by lots of experts as largely expensive considering the purchasing power parity under the current Nigerian economy. But looking back at the history of Nigeria, the Dangote Group has long been accused of monopolistic practices in Nigeria. Aliko Dangote's business empire stretches across various sectors including cement, sugar, salt, and now oil refining. Many critics argue that Dangote's dominance in these markets stifles competitions, resulting in inflated prices and reduced consumer choice. Although in theory, the establishment of the Dangote refinery was meant to break Nigerians' reliance on foreign petroleum imports, but instead it appears to be further solidifying Dangote's control over Nigeria's energy sector. Despite the refinery's potential to address the country's persistent fuel shortages, it has yet to significantly improve the affordability of petrol for ordinary Nigerians. The refinery's output has not led to the expected reduction in petrol prices, perhaps because the company's monopolistic hold allows it to control pricing without competition. This raises important questions. If Dangote truly owned the refinery outright, would he not prioritize reducing costs to undercut foreign competitors and provide relief to Nigerian consumers? Instead, prices remain high, suggesting that other interests, possibly international, are dictating the pricing policies to maximize profits rather than benefiting the local economy. But talking about the economic impact, who actually benefits from the Dangote refinery? One of the primary arguments for constructing the Dangote refinery was that it would reduce Nigeria's reliance on imported refined petroleum, thereby improving the availability and affordability of petrol in the domestic market. However, despite its operations, petrol prices remain high with little tangible benefit to the Nigerian populace. The refinery's monopoly over local refining has not translated into the anticipated economic relief, again leaving many to question the true beneficiaries of the project. If the refinery were purely locally owned, one would expect a more direct benefit to Nigerian consumers. The fact that this is not happening suggests that foreign stakeholders may have significant influence over the refinery's operations, prioritizing profit over national interests. While the available evidence may not definitely prove that Aliko Dangote does not own the Dangote refinery outright, the circumstantial details paint a complex picture. The involvement of multinational groups like IIB Development Group, Dangote's monopolistic control over key industries, and the failure of the refinery to lower fuel prices for Nigerians all suggest that the ownership and control of this mega project may not be as straightforward as it seems. It is possible that Dangote serves as a public face of the refinery, while substantial foreign capital holds real control over its operations. Although these conclusions are not irrefutable, they align with logical economic patterns and corporate behaviors seen in large international infrastructure projects. And could this be another neo-colonialist strategy to siphon Africa's wealth? Thanks for watching, and if this is your first time on this channel, make sure to click on the subscribe and notification button for more unbiased and robust commentary on Nigerian politics.